What is up, guys? So I'm just gonna dive right into it. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about the cost of all the mods I have on my car right now. I'm gonna be doing a full breakdown of every single mod and its costs, and at the end, once I'm done describing all the mods and their costs, I'm gonna give a grand total of how much I've spent on mods for this car, specifically the mods that I have on right now. I've had on other stuff, but I took off and replaced with a newer mod. I'm not including those costs, I'm just including costs of the mods I have on right now at the moment. I've had a few people ask me, oh, how much total have you spent on your car? And things like that. And for those of you maybe who just bought a BMW and are thinking of modding it, this could help you just get an idea of how much things cost in terms of mods for BMW E90. So yeah, I just figured I'd just get this information out there and maybe help some of you that are just interested to know. So anyway, let's get started. Alright, so I'm just going to start with the front here. So start off my M-Tech front bumper. That bumper cost me $600 with shipping and everything and all the parts and pieces, and then additional $200 for the paint. I got lucky because I know somebody who has their own paint shop in my family, so it gave me a discount, so it only cost me $200. So in total, that's $800 right there. Next, I got my headlights that I just got done, and that's actually a common question I've gotten recently because it's my newest mod and that's a hot topic right now. So in total, the headlight retrofit cost me $1,285 for the labor, the rings, the paint job, the new lenses, and the new headlight bulbs. Next, I have a set of carbon fiber splitters. These cost me $150. And then right next to that is my front lip that I actually just replaced once again. You saw one of my most recent videos. I replaced it with a gloss black lip, but I damaged it. I cracked it by bumping into a curb when I was pulling into a parking spot, so that did not last long at all. So I replaced it with just the previous lip I had on, but a brand new one. And this lip cost me $108. I've actually bought this one lip 4 times now. So yeah. Next, I have my gloss black kidney grills. These cost me $35. And right next to that, I have my intake scoops that I painted lime green, and they cost me $100. Moving under the hood now, I have a cold air intake, and I got it from AFE. This one cost me $533. And then next to that, I have my 3-stage intake manifold that I installed. The manifold itself was $270, and then I bought new DESA valves. So you can see here, right here, two new DESA valves were $190. And then paired with the 3-stage intake manifold was the active auto work tune. That cost me $460 plus the installation fee that the shop charged me to install it, which was another $200. Moving over to my wheels now, I have a set of 19-inch Asante wheels. They're a staggered set wrapped in Ventus V12 Evo and Kook tires. The entire set cost me $2,000. And then I also have some wheel spacers, as you can see in there. I have 10mm in the front and then 12mm in the back. The set of wheel spacers cost me $200. And then in between my wheels, I have a set of side skirt extensions. These extensions cost me $100 for both sides. And then I also have a set of LED sequential side markers. These cost me $23. Now moving into the interior of the car, I have a carbon fiber steering wheel trim piece. This trim piece cost me $162. I also have some carbon fiber stickers here on the center console and on the gear shift. This one cost me $32, and this one cost me $40. And then I also have a carbon fiber e-brake handle, which cost me $40. And then I have the interior silver carbon fiber wrap for 2 rolls that cost me $14. And then I have the BMS pedal tuner that cost me $200. And I also replaced my original start-stop button with a silver one. This silver button cost me $14. Moving to the rear of the car now, I have a carbon fiber lip spoiler from ECS Tuning that cost me $200. I also have an M Sport rear bumper that I got. The bumper cost $520, and then an additional $200 for the paint, like I said earlier. Same as the front. So in total it was $720 for this M Sport rear bumper. And then with the rear bumper, I have an M Performance diffuser that cost me $130. And I also have a muffler delete and a resonator delete. The resonator delete cost me $200, and then the muffler delete cost me $160 for the labor and the exhaust tip here. And then I also have a set of rear extensions that cost me $40. And then lastly, I almost forgot here, I have a set of coilovers from BC Racing that cost me $995. See there, BC Racing. I absolutely love these coilovers, by the way. If anyone is in the market for some coilovers, I definitely recommend them if you have a BMW E90. Alright, so those are all my mods, and if you add each of those individual costs for each of those mods up to a grand total, it comes out to $9,370. Now that isn't even including the previous mods that I replaced with these newer mods. If you add those, I'd have to estimate that it would be like around $12,000. So yeah, I've spent a lot on this car. And if you don't know, I bought this car for $11,200, so I've already pretty much spent what I'm paying for the car right now. So yeah, that is pretty much what I've spent on the last 2 years on mods for this car. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, why would you spend this much on a 328i? My answer to that would be, well, for one, I wasn't planning to mod this car. As I've stated before, when I first bought it, it was I just wanted a BMW, but it wasn't until after I bought the car that I discovered modding and how much fun it is and how much I loved it. So it's not like I intentionally bought the 328i for modding. I didn't know about it until after. If I probably would have bought a 335i if I had known about modding and stuff, but I didn't. But I'm also not that mad that I didn't buy a 320 or a 335i. It's common knowledge that taking care of a 335i with the N54 is much more expensive and harder and more annoying than my N52 here because it's turbocharged. So I'm not that upset. It was probably better that I bought a 328i because I didn't really know that much about working on cars or modding them or anything. So it was like a perfect introduction car to modding. So I don't regret spending this much money at all. I have zero regret. Because I've spent this much money, I've discovered that I have a passion for this that I wasn't really that aware of. I just kind of knew I was into cars with my previous car. I kind of a little bit modded it, but nothing like I modded this car. Modding this car helped me discover that I have a passion for cars. I have a passion for modding them. I love learning about them. I love working on them. I love talking about them with other people who like cars. Yeah, it would have been nice to have the speed of a 335i at the beginning, but like I said, at the same time, it's probably better that I didn't buy a 335i because I didn't know what I was doing. I wouldn't have known what I was doing. I probably would have just stressed myself out, or I may have actually went broke trying to fix up that 335i because I probably wouldn't have known about making sure it's been taken care of and all that stuff that I've mentioned in my previous videos. Legit, sometimes I do wish I had a 335i because I feel like the speed doesn't really match the look of this car because it looks so nice. The performance doesn't really live up to that, but then I remember it's just my daily. It's pretty fast for what it is. I'm not over here racing people or taking it to the track or anything. It's just my daily. I need to run as often as possible, so this is a perfect car. It hasn't let me down at all, really. So I love this car. I feel like the 328i deserves more respect than it gets, since in the car community it's just all about speed, not really just the build, the process, whatever. But now that I'm finished modding this car pretty much, like I want to buy another BMW and mod it, because like I enjoyed it. Like I feel like I'm ready to take care of a 335 or a turbocharged car now. So I am planning to buy a 335i within probably the next year, hopefully. I'm just kind of being patient, and I'm looking for one. I haven't really found any. There's not that many on the market, honestly, in my area. So I'm just kind of waiting for the right opportunity, the right one, because I'm going to be very specific in what I want in the 335i. So I'm not just going to buy any 335i. Like I want there to be like a certain package it has, a certain feature it has. I want it to, like for example, it must have the M Sport body kit from factory. But like I said, I am thinking about 335i, specifically an F30, but I'm not shying away from getting another E90. I kind of want an F30 because it's a whole new platform, and I feel like since I've done the E90 platform, I just want something completely different. Except I don't want I still want a BMW, but I do want like a different model to like experiment with. So yeah, back to the point. That is how much I've spent. How much was it? $9,370 on my current mods that I have on right now. So feel free to comment down below if you've spent this much, or give your guys' opinions or perspectives or whatever. I like hearing other people's opinions and perspectives, so feel free to do that. I will link all the mods I mentioned in this video in the description down below if you're interested in checking out those mods. And I hope I provided some valuable information on regards to how much mods cost for the BMW E90. Obviously it isn't really performance mod heavy. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.